another group that she's in on Facebook that woman in there just reached out. It had nothing to do with Juice Plus, but she brought Juice Plus into it. That just
Cast, it was about castor oil. I was watching, and the lady had been sick, had trouble, and was trying to do more fruits and vegetables. So I was one of the many, but I just started in in the comments about you need to be on Juice Plus. And then I looked and another lady said, "What, Trina, what is Juice Plus?" So here we go.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I
So
said,
we've got that 6 different avenues. And that's what we're talking about today is one is 2 things. One, we've got to be making the connections, which you're clearly making the connections, both Karen and Trina. And when you make connections, things happen. Karen, I'm going to go back to you and we're going to keep bouncing around. So when you reached out and connected with all your people that you connected and you had some positive responses, what were you saying to some of those people?
Well, one comes to mind when Trina was talking. My cousin posted that she was just recently diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And so I immediately got on the phone to her and just said that I said, hey, I've been able to help or had the privilege of helping a couple of people that have what you have. And just would like,
Wait a minute, you just hit mute.
oh, sorry. Yeah, I just said that I had the privilege of helping a couple of people that in her situation and sent her the AEIOUS of Striding Through Cancer. I said, this is an excellent recording. I said, and we should talk after you watch it if you're open to watching it. And she said, of course I'll watch it. So I'm following up with her today. But so what was the question? What did I say to people?
What we're trying to do is, and today's call is all about the verbiage and what are you saying when you're connecting with people, those people that you're having success with. We captured like 6 of Trina's. You've got one here again, another Facebook, paying attention on Facebook.
Right.
What are some of the other ones this week you had positive and where'd they come from and what'd you say?
Well, I had a lot of former customers that I approached and former partners as well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
just, reached out to them, hey, I hadn't heard from you for a while. How are you doing? And it's been a while since you've been on Juice Plus. Would you like to go back and address looking at that again? To the ones that hadn't been on it.
And I love the fact that one of our points, and we'll get to our points of, one of our points when it came to attracting people is you have to have that confidence. And if you heard both Karen, and we're going to start picking on other people, I want to hear from other people, but if you heard both Karen and Trina, it wasn't about them. They're thinking about that person and what does that person need, and focusing on that person. And when you're not focusing on yourself, you're focusing on someone else. It's confidence. You're coming across very confident. People are attracted to confidence. They truly are. You know what you're talking about. You're passionate about it. And I think, just hearing both you guys share, and Brenda, like, you're talking about someone comes in your house. The way I look at it, if I'm giving someone business, hang on. This is reciprocal now.
I do business with people who do business with me.
100%, 100%. Okay, so we'll circle back around both Karen and Trina. Anybody else thinking about our 5x5 this week, 5 days, 5 prospects a week? How did anyone else do? Anyone
Elaine?
here? Yes, Anne.
Yeah. So I've been cultivating some partners and I finally got one, which is going to end up being huge.
Yay.
She does Medicare and she's also going to help me get some other partners, but we're doing our first event together at a retirement home on Thursday. And so she's going to be right beside me so she can learn. But that's going to lead to other clients for her. But it's also going to lead to someone else who owns a retirement center signing up under her as well. And in addition to that, I actually got one of my partners to get some people to sign up product. I helped her, but I coached her through it. So she actually added 2 orders of the protein shakes, which is like $336, and talked them about the benefits of that as well. So that was kind of a full week.
So
in
let's
addition
go back.
to,
Let's go back to your new partner. How did you get your new partner?
so she's in my BNI group,
Okay.
my networking group, and they're all like, I don't know, I would have to say I'm probably one of the older ones. I mean, I'm 61, but when she found out my age, because she does insurance, she looks older than I do, and she was born in the 70s. Anyway, she made a comment about, number one, how I look, but how I move, and all that. And she wanted to know what I do. So, besides my coaching, which is why I'm in the group, but the body part has to do, and the mind part and the soul part all has to do with what you put in your body. So I started telling her about the Juice Plus. She's just very unhealthy. She doesn't eat right. So I went from that approach, and I just said, look, I was just honest with her because she's in the group. So it's different than just someone off the street that you don't know very well. So I just said to her, I said, look, Tamara, you're in your 40s and you look so much older because you're not taking care of yourself. And she's like, well, I guess that shows in my question to you and how you look. And I said, that's right. And I've been on it 22 years. So, proof is in the pudding, but I'm not the only one that looks like this. Other people that have been on the product, I mean, I have it happen all the time when I'm working in the villages. So anyway, it just seems to be a consistent theme in my lab work. People say, well, I want to see your lab work. No problem. Here's my lab work. Take a look at it.
All right. So you're actively involved in a BNI group where you're connecting with people. And I think you've gotten a lot of referrals from there. So there's another one. And as far as of where to go, and as far as verbiage, is kind of back to thinking about other people. You know what? When we care about people, they respond. Yeah. So I think kind of as hearing all 3 of you speak, it's more about, I think for all of us, myself included, getting over ourselves as far as worrying about this, that, or the other, and really focusing on people need this. People seriously need this. So it looks like we just lost Dan. Something must have happened. Who else wants to kind of share 5 by 5? We're going to keep hammering this 5 by 5. 5 days, 5 prospects a day. And let's keep sharing what the outcome is from this activity. Who else connected with 5 people a day, or that was your goal? And maybe you didn't hit it, but maybe you did get some good things happening just because of that focus that we had. Anybody else? Jelaine.
So I don't know if I could say that I hit 5 a day, but I do have a person coming tomorrow night. That's a brand new person. I don't know. She's coming to check out the Tower Gardens and learn about the product. Her brother's a doctor. And so she's interested in the product and pretty excited about the Tower Gardens. We also have this weekend, I have a sourdough party. So I've stayed connected with all those people. Every day I have to contact with them and give them information and, just do that. So that's been a daily thing for me. And so now it's the beginning of the week and I have to send out daily reminders, to make sure that we're all good. But they are confirmed because there is a charge for it. So they put out the money, they'll be there, so I don't have any worry to say, oh, so we've got 16 people coming.
Good. Wow.
One of my distributors has 4 people that she's bringing in that are interested in the company. So we're hoping to get them signed up. And so just hope, say a prayer for us on this Saturday, because like I said, everybody's confirmed and committed. So it's not like I'm worried that those 16 people aren't going to come because they've already paid. Sometimes during the workshops, it's good to get a small minimal fee because then you know that they're coming. So yeah.
I love that. Okay. So events. I love it. 16, man, that's good, Jelaine.
Yeah, we're hoping for good results.
Hey, Vanessa, I see your hands up.
Hey,
You've been
sorry,
busting it.
my video's off. I'm still in. I know I'm in Florida on vacation. I'm still in my pajamas.
Congratulations.
So I can't say I'm not sure exactly how many people I reached out to because I started to keep track, but lots busy. I didn't do keeping track. However, I think I was, and one thing I want to share that I did is I know we have a lot of people here that are spiritual, and they fasted for a week. I actually fasted until sunset every day, and one of the things I was fasting for and praying for was for God to bring the people to me that want to change their health and want to change in their financial situation, and doing it was crazy because I actually got 2 partners this week. They actually came to me, and signed up and got their orders in, and was one person had just I used to work with. They just saw one of my previous posts from a while ago with me making a shake, and she asked me what was in it. I responded and replied to her and messaged her, and I sent her a video because she asked about diabetes. She watched the video immediately, messaged me back and said, I heard of this before and never followed through. What can I do? I need it now. And then sent information on how to order. And then a few seconds later said, how do I be a partner? I want to sell this. I've been praying for a business. I've been praying for my health. And this is exactly what I've been praying for. So our prayers.
Oh, did we just lose her? It's all gone it.
Yeah, the internet's sketchy today. I've been kicked off twice already.
Wow. Okay, here she's coming back on. Wow. Okay. Again, now this time.
Hello. Sorry. I dropped.
So one came from seeing a post on Facebook. Where did your second partner come from, Vanessa?
So she was my son's. Actually, she was my daycare provider. And she's been friends with me for a while, and she's been talking to me about Juice Plus for a long time, kind of going back and forth. She used to be a partner back in 2013. And she was telling me she didn't have the money. She was like, as soon as my tax return comes in, I want to invest in a business. And this is the business that I want to invest in. And so she just messaged me this week and told me I'm ready.
Wow. I love it.
And I forgot to tell you, the one partner, Jackie, I think I cut off Jackie, the one partner, she's coming to Indianapolis with me for the leadership conference.
Awesome. Awesome. Guys, that right there, I love it. Vanessa, thank you for putting a plug in about conference. This is how we get people. I love the fact that Vanessa has this person and gets them right into conference, and we'll figure out how to get them in light of all that's, the +1 and how all that works. We'll worry about that tomorrow. The main thing is when you get someone to conference, what you're doing is you're getting somebody who catches the big vision of what we're doing. And that, Vanessa, is the smartest thing you could have done. Once they're there, they're going to feel it, and they're going to become a part of what we're doing. And, I look at how many of us, thank you guys for being on this call today, but we should have triple this number. And if we all focused on, and myself included, I'm going to start, I send out a message inviting people, but I'm going to personally start inviting and saying, this is where we come together and refocus every week. And if we're not, I'm telling you, if we want to see our team grow, get them on these calls. I mean, am I the only one? I'm getting fired up. It's lighting my fire to say, Elaine, you got to roll up your sleeves. And, I'm literally taking notes from Trina, from Karen, from Ann, Jelaine, Vanessa, what they're doing. And let's turn around and duplicate that, because what they're doing is working. And then getting them to conference. It's easy to say it costs too much. I can't find a babysitter, blah, 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 blah. We all can come up with 100 reasons why. But I'm telling you, when we go, Jeff Roberta used to say, you'll push your business 6 months further than anyone else. And let's get people with us. We're going, so let's get people there.
It's going to be an incredible conference. They're pulling out all
Vanessa, we're having a
borrow money somebody to go to the conference.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Vanessa?
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
I said she actually borrowed money to go to the conference. For me, that's
Wow.
stepping out in faith.
Wow.
And I feel like all the money you spend on conference, you get back and more. Like it's an automatic return.
Right. 100%. I love that. All right. Anybody else want to share before we got about 2 minutes, and then we'll jump into just kind of reiterating what these guys have already said. Anybody else want to share some good news of here's, I've attracted a partner, Brenda.
Well, I have 3 of the people that I reached out. 2 of them were canceled customers from quite a while back. And one of them is somebody I've been talking to. And what I said to the first 2 is, I was thinking about you. Are you ready to get back to being healthy again? And with me. So I said, are you still interested in getting healthy with me again? And they both said yes. and then the third one, she's just like, I told her, she was a former team member, and I said, it's all timing. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. And which is what happened with me. You have Elaine, you talked to Jeff and Leah the year before, that, because I hadn't just been diagnosed with cancer when they brought that home to me. That's why they were interested in it. So, but I just think, and I mean, people are scared right now. Our world's really scary right now in terms of health and in terms of finances and everything else. So I think in a lot of ways, just circling back around and asking questions and just saying, how you doing?
I have to say amen to that. I reached out to canceled customers also and got both of them. Oh, I'm so glad you reached out and got 2 quads this week from that very thing of people who have dropped off for financial reasons and we don't know when. And the guy said, I just was hoping you'd call me. I need it bad. And I noticed a difference from an inflammation standpoint when I went off of it. So you guys, how many of us, am I the only one that's ever lost a customer? I bet I have. I bet I can keep myself busy. I bet I've lost 100 customers down through the years. And so many of them truly, when we reach back out, they're waiting for us. Why they don't call us, I don't know, but they don't. So definitely when we think about those 25 names this week, make sure we include people who've dropped off, which Karen was talking about that also, because like you, Brenda, I got 2 quads this week from canceled customers. All right, so let's kind of hone in. We're going to take a few minutes like we did last week, and we're going to come up with our list of 25 again, so we can hit the ground running the minute we get off this call. But I'm going to walk us through a little bit of just this whole thing of what's holding us back. And I want us this week to really focus on those prospective partners. Man, I mean, what you guys are sharing and what's going on is huge when we really hone in and focus on that 5 days a week, 5 connections a day, and really focus on partners this week, especially. And we never know. We may call people just to get them back on track with Juice Plus, but with this $10 to become a partner, it really is kind of silly for people not to do it if they can think of 2 or 3 people. And maybe that's what we say is, man, if you got 2 or 3 people who want to, who do you know would want to join you and getting healthy again and getting back on track? So if we think back a couple weeks when we had Stacy Whitmere on here and she was focusing on 10 connections, 10 business conversations a day, she talked about these were her categories of people she connected with. So current customers, who are your raving fan customers? And who have you not had a conversation with about becoming a partner? Think about those raving customers. Secondly, those canceled customers. And one of them, of mine, who got back on track, she said, Elaine, I want to be a partner. I'm getting close to retiring, and this is what I want to do as soon as I retire. So asking her about that, now I know I've got someone in the next few months who's going to want to become a partner simply by reaching back out to her, getting her back on track, and then talking about becoming a partner. So those canceled customers, those are ones who maybe they quit taking Juice Plus from a financial standpoint, and we've got an answer for them. One, it only costs $10 to sign up. But what about if we say, well, let's get your costs covered if that's an issue? And then canceled partners. Sometimes people just get sidetracked and they don't even know their partnership has expired, and reaching back out to them, talking to them, hey, did you know your partnership expired? Let's get you reinstated and let's get it. So let's at least build you up to the point that you cover your cost. What if all of our partners at least had 5 customers themselves? That we could easily build our businesses just by helping. People don't have to be full-blown going to national marketing director partners to really have an impact on our bottom line. So how many people could we, of our customers or maybe cancel partners, get them back on track and get at least 5 customers under them? And then new prospects. I love what what Trina was sharing about. Man, everywhere she's going, she's talking Juice Plus. What if we look at our calendar? We're going to take 5-10 minutes at the end and say, where are we going this week? Who are we talking to that we can begin sharing Juice Plus? Or maybe we designate a day that we're out and about and our top of mind is Juice Plus, and we're thinking about who can we connect with when we're out there. So write those 4 categories down, and we're going to circle back around at the end, and we are going to do our 25 again this week. Okay, so we're going to quickly run through, and I'm going to post, well, these are posted on our team website so that you can come back in here and review. But we just went through and you heard Trina, Karen, Ann, Jelaine, Vanessa, and Brenda share just some of their verbiage. And I've captured that, so I'm going to add some more to this verbiage. But here's some verbiage, and you'll probably find as we go through some of this verbiage what you just heard. We have this, and Brenda said almost these very words. We have a massive need to get whole food nutrition in our diets every day. Juice Plus is a perfect example to that age-old dilemma. Brenda said it in her own words, but people are fearful. They're fearful of what's to come. We're also in a very aging country where the older you get, the more your health becomes a higher priority. So that's a great opener. How do you think adding $500 a month would impact your bottom line? Who do you know needs money? The fact that Vanessa made that comment that her person she's bringing to conference is actually borrowing money. $500 a month would make a difference. It's a difference between people going bankrupt. How about that next one? The Juice Plus virtual franchise is one of the simplest business models. We can help anyone who's willing to learn and grow and build a stable and lasting business. Who was it? Someone comment, I don't remember who it was, that said, they said, I'm going to start a business and this is going to be it. I think that may have been Vanessa, wasn't it? Who out there is looking for a business? And if all you did was suggest Juice Plus and the fact that you will partner with them, they're ready to go. How about now is the time to take advantage of owning your own business and taking control of your own finances. I literally just saw something on Instagram of Orman, Susie Orman talking about just people having their own business and the impact that has on our finances. So there's a good opener. We know that everyone from womb to tomb needs Juice Plus. Because of this, we have an opportunity to share truly to an unlimited group of people. Almost every business that you think about has a very limited segmented group of people that particular business applies toward. Ours applies to everybody. Everybody needs Juice Plus. What a huge bonus that is, and that we need to be talking about that. Can you imagine the impact that creating a residual income stream could have on you and your family's future? What kind of difference would adding $500 a month impact your family's future? For me, when I started, I wanted to make sure we had money in the bank to buy new cars. I didn't want to go into debt. I wanted to make sure I had money for my girls to do ballet and kickball or softball or whatever they wanted to do. Those fringe things, I wanted to have money and I wanted to provide. That's why I started selling Juice Plus. One of the best ways to generate wealth is to figure out how to create a residual income stream. You know, as I approach retirement, or my husband, this Juice Plus residual income stream, I love knowing it's coming in. How many other people would love to have another income stream? The Juice Plus business is unique in that it's a reoccurring consumable product. Every 4 months, our customers will need more. We're not out there just selling a car a one-time shot. Every 4 months, people will need this. That's what makes it residual income and why such a smart business model. I love the fact that Juice Plus is a risk-free opportunity. There's no downside. At a minimum, you'll get your Juice Plus at wholesale. What businesses do you guys know that's risk-free? How about this? And I think of Allison when I hear this, if I would you, because I know she uses this verbiage. If I shared with you how I matched my full-time income with a residual income stream from Juice Plus, would you be interested in learning more? Going back to asking questions. And then even after 21 years with Juice Plus company, I still get up every morning excited to go to work. The impact we're having on others' health is priceless. Think about how long we've been working and the impact we've had. And then if anything were to change in the next 5 years, if nothing were to change in the next 5 years, would you be happy with where you are right now? Or would you feel like you've missed out? Asking people thought-provoking questions captures their attention. Let's get good at asking these questions and making these statements. Back to, was it Karen? Who was it that made maybe it was Trina that made the statement, I've been busy with my Juice Plus business. Sometimes just making that statement, what you're doing is you're piquing people's interest. What are some things that we can say that will pique people's interest? Because that's what we want to do. I'm looking at Trina again, thinking about her going to a restaurant. being friendly and just talking to people and having that look on our face that we care and we want to engage with people, we can make a huge difference, and it'll have a huge difference on our business. All right. So any other thoughts or comments anybody wants to share on this topic of just attracting people, where we're going to find people? Any other thoughts or comments before we jump into working on our list this week? Trina.
I did have one other couple come in to give us an estimate on painting some of our walls in the house. And I literally threw up all over them. It was like, I don't know. They left with gummies and shakes. And they're give us an estimate, but they were here for quite a while.
But back to, it's a reciprocal, everyone that comes in my house, they hear about it too. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not a thing wrong with that. So I love it.
They probably want to come back and paint because I won't shut up. So I'll have to leave, but I'll make mistakes next time.
While they're working, you can give them a tutorial of Juice Plus. All right, let's take the next few minutes, and based on we talked about those 4 areas of people to connect with, specifically thinking about from a partner standpoint, but we'll take a customer too. Let's make a plan for next week. Get 25 names on your, and I'm going to go ahead, roll your sleeves up. Let's get our 25 names. We may not hit 25. I didn't. I'm here to be the first one to confess, but I'm going to try and make it happen this week. And let's shoot for 25, 5 a day. And really, I guarantee if we're going for 25, we'll get closer to 20 or to 15. And so let's start right now. And how about if we let's start by looking at our calendars. So everybody look at your calendar. Where are you going this week? And let's take a cue from Trina. And who are we going to see? I'm looking at my calendar and I've got people, three different days people are coming to my house. So those names are going to go on my list.
I'm going to a new doctor tomorrow, so I've got her on my list.
I love it. Who else? Anybody else got some people coming? Share with, I'll tell mine too. I've got someone coming tomorrow to get and now I'm trying to find my calendar again, my car detailed. Mm-hmm. I've got a birthday dinner with some folks who I know aren't on Juice Plus tomorrow night. My dog has surgery on Thursday. And I have the appliance people coming on Friday. So I got 4 opportunities to connect with people. Who else? What you got going on this week that you can connect with those people on your calendar?
I've got to go to the bank. I've got to make a return at Von Maur. I've got Dr. Biggerstaff, my ENT, and I've got an eye exam.
All right, so you got 4 opportunities too. I love it. Who else?
I met with a functional medicine doctor last week. Anyway, it was like a waiting list and you have to, as you know, pay out of pocket. But I was like, okay, I'm getting older. I'd love to just go to somebody and get, a really good thorough blood work and all that. But I had to fill out all these forms and one of the questions was what medication you're taking. And so I had nothing. And then it was like, what supplements? And I was like, Juice Plus Omega, Juice Plus fruits and veggie, So I didn't mention it, but she saw that on there. And I've had the blood work, and so I'm going back. So it'll be interesting to see how it comes back. But then also, she did say, well, you're one of the healthier people that I've seen. So I thought that would be a good opportunity to talk to her. And then I've been distracted because we are hosting a huge engagement party for my son Saturday night, 45 people. And so I'm kind of distracted because it's a surprise after he proposes for her. But I'm kind of in my mind thinking, ooh, her parents are going to be coming. Her mom has a 4-year-old grandson. Juice Plus can be sitting out on my stovetop where I keep it, so that will kind of open up the door for some new people as well.
I love that, Allison. Just being proactive and top of mind. And I love that. Maybe that functional doctor can incorporate that into her or his program. That would be huge. I love that. And then the engagement party. Absolutely. Wow. That's a lot of people. You got a lot of opportunities, Allison. You'll be working the room. Anybody else? Ideas? All right.
I have some track meets. I have track meets this week. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes.
And a tree trimming class. So I'm hoping to talk some Tower Gardens to all those tree people. And yeah, I'm gonna go learn about tree trimming because I'm gonna plant fruit trees this year.
Nice, nice. A whole new group of people.
So yeah. So I'm going to the orchard for that. Yeah. And then there was another thing and I forget. Yeah, track stuff. So that'll be great.
I love it. That's plenty of time to sit. I did that, sit in the stands and talk to people. So good opportunity. All right. So let's really focus, and I'm saying this to myself, and let's make those 25 connections, you guys. We will move our businesses along if we consistently are connecting with 25 new people a week. We truly are. And, another thing, as we're talking to our customers, that's such an opportunity. And we don't have to say, can you give me some referrals? But we can say, hey, what's your mom and dad do? Are they on Juice Plus? Or what about, and just ask questions. Sometimes people don't even think about, oh, well, yeah, I guess my parents need to be on Juice Plus, or my sister or my brother, just simply by asking questions about other people in their life and say, would you like me to send some information to them? Let's get them going on Juice Plus. All right, guys. Does everybody have their 20? I already worked on my 25. Got my 25 ready for this week. Everybody got their 25 listed?
Yes.
All right. And part of this may be, and we can't forget, is follow-up. Some of those may be follow-up from last week. The fortunes in the follow-up. So maybe some of those 25 is finishing what we started this past week. So that's okay too. But let's focus on 25 connections a week and see if we can't hit it. Brenda, do you have anything else before we close out?
Well, I just, those of us here in Indy are really excited about the conference, and, it's not too late, especially if you're a sales coordinator, you can bring a +1.
Yeah. Yeah.
About that.
And which hopefully y'all saw, we've got our team luncheon on Friday, which will be fun, and we'll all be together then. So,
I'm sorry. I also remember we're still in the middle of this. Well, we're closing out the last week of the shred, but and so I noticed that Jelaine, I know you've added several people to Here's to Your Health, but still, we're asking for all of our customers should be on Here's to Your Health. And a lot of people are getting exposed to the shred this time. And I mean, people I've never heard of before are commenting about it or sending me a private text. I love this recipe, or, can you help me with this? So it's really, it's been exciting. And I think people people that have never even didn't know anything about the shred are learning about it. So that was a genius idea, Elaine's. I didn't even
I never
interpret.
have an original idea, so.
Well, but you're the one that figured it
Stacy.
out. So
All right, guys, and which is a good reminder too that we all need to get on there and comment. And I'm guilty. I do good for a while and then I forget. But let's all jump on there and comment so that it really makes the posting more robust. So if y'all would do that on Here's to Your Health, that would be phenomenal.
invite your customers to the page.
Yes, yes. Let's get everyone's customers on that page as well. So, all right, guys. Same time, same place next week. Let's invite our team, get our team on here, and let's keep building and growing. I appreciate, Brenda and I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and just are fortunate that we get to work this business together with you and lock arms. So let's make it a great week. As my friend Katie Sparkman says, get up. Let's go.
I have a question. Does anybody know where the forms are for the school that